Now, before we get into this entertaining video, we would just like to remind you to like and subscribe.
Yes, please do like and subscribe.
Sunflowers!
Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this fine Wednesday night? Well, I've been thinking about Simone Biles, and it's been curious about how her mother has been wanting to come in her life. I don't know if her mother wants to come in her life for money or whatever. And what do you do when your mom was when you was young, your mom gave you to your grandparents because your mom was on drugs? I think you fulfill that.
Yeah.
I do. I think for anyone, for good reasons or for bad. Wherever you have your child to raise, it doesn't have to be drugs. You could have been sick. You could have had a nervous breakdown. You could have, whatever. Wherever your child is raised in those very impressionable years and you're not there, well, they're going to gravitate, especially if that's a good parent, they're going to gravitate to that. And so I don't know, when she was younger, apparently, her mother chose the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And now that your daughter is famous and all that, it just seemed like just like men, and you want to come and take a bite of it. I don't understand that. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gone, stay gone. They say she lives in the inner city in a poor place. What's her mother name? Shannon. And I guess I want to know, is Shannon really sorrowful? Does she really want her daughter back? Or is this, she wants to get on the plane, get on, as they say, get on the gravy plane, get on the gravy train while, because the daughter is famous? I mean, just know that you gave birth to that.
Mm-hmm.
But you wasn't able to raise her. And if she was in your custody, would she be Simone Biles now?
No.
We don't know that, right?
Right.
Anyway, so let's find out. That's what I want to know. Is the mother, what's her name? Shannon, is she legit? Does she really just want nothing and she just want to be in her daughter's life? She don't want anything. She just, because if I didn't want anything, I wouldn't be making it in the news and, And people feel as though that Simone should be giving her mother money, and why? I don't get it. Actually, she doesn't owe her mother anything.
Right. She
didn't ask. She didn't ask to be born, that I recollect. So it's like she doesn't owe her anything.
Mm-hmm.
Be proud. That's your daughter.
Yes, that's the seed you was able to produce.
That's the seed, right? And even though you didn't do it, you gave her to someone who did. And for that, be grateful. But I don't know if I would want to come in her life and disrupt it, Well, anyway, this is her mother. I see someone sitting there, and I see a cup, and it's like they don't want anything. So let's see if that cup that's being handed, is it legit?
Okay.
And I'm going to see, because if I'm reading on, what's her mother name? Shannon, I see a cup, and it's that Bayou sitting there. Is her mother offering her the cup?
Right, that's a good question.
And because it's like a child's hand, is she offering her daughter the cup? Is she offering her daughter the cup of peace? And is her daughter sitting there saying, I don't know if I want it. Let's see. So I think, because right now what I see Simone, she worked very hard for what she had. for the money and everything, which leads me to think that she just got a Birkin's bag. And her family brought it for her, her grandmother. And people are offended by that. Why work hard and get famous if you can't buy yourself a Birkin bag?
Exactly.
Honestly. And yet, I see new beginnings. So it's like, yes, her mother is offering her. Her mother understands that she wasn't there for the working of it, for all the years and money and time to put into Simone. Her mother wasn't there. But I do see her mother is offering her again, and it's going to Simone.
Mm-hmm.
She's offering her again to give her a chance. Give me a chance. Here's another hand. Give me a chance. And it's like financially, she wants money. She wants to be a part of it. She's proud. It's like this woman is proud, so proud. But it's like she's on the outside and now she wants to come in. But Simone doesn't. It's not out of anger or hatred. It's just, I don't know you like that. You haven't been around. And I think it's unfair, yeah. And right under that, I see a king. And I think a king of wands. I mean, a swords. And I think that's pressure. That's the pressure that's trying to say you own me, I'm your mother, respect that. And you shouldn't have to put your child under those kind of things at all. I don't think so. And the problem is strength. Strength. And I'm trying to think, is this the kind of strength for the mother to move on? I don't think her daughter, this is off of the reading, I don't think her daughter owes her anything.
No.
I think her daughter paid her in full. What do you mean? Because she became successful.
That's
and
true.
That became from your lineage. And nobody can deny that that's your daughter. But if anything, that I would be asking to go to her shows, to see her perform. Can you give me a ticket? I wouldn't want the money. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't even want to be in her life. But can we have dinner? Can I sit with her? It would just be, can I go to dinner with you all? I don't know. Because they say that the mother live in a seedy part of town, is poor. The house, I think they said, is $10,000, and she works in a store. You got to think about those things, that when you put drugs in your life and what it does, right?
Yes.
So with that being said, I'm thinking it's strength with them. I just don't think, I'm not picking up, it's nowhere in the cards where it shows that Simone doesn't love her mom or like her mom. I think she just don't know her like that. You have a question?
Yes, my question is, does Simone love her mom, Shannon?
I just told you.
Well, you said she didn't know her.
She doesn't know her. How can you not? She doesn't know her. It's like she know her, she know of her, but she doesn't know her.
Right.
You know, I know you. I've been around your life for 25 years. I raised you. I mean, there was a time I knew you better than you knew yourself.
Yes.
You know, now you know you better than I know you, but I know you. And I think that might be too late.
Okay.
And if she come in, because here I see a working it out and keeping at bay and a moving on. And I think that it's hard to deal with it. You're probably a little part of embarrassment. Your mother comes out of the woods, you know, she's I'm gonna say it, ghetto and hood and all those things, and now you famous and I want a bite of that. I want a bite of your fame. I want to have a bite of that. And And so I see Simone don't even know how to deal with that. She's just moving on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like you were broke, busted, and disgusted. You was on drugs. You know, it was a thing. Grandma and grandfather got us because the man that her grandfather's married to, Simone Biles' father. I mean, what's the woman name?
Shannon.
Shannon's father is who adopted Biles. And the woman that he's married is his new wife. Well, they're not new, but that's not her mother. So that's all she knows.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know what age that she had her, but I know Simone was doing this as a little girl.
Yeah, definitely at an early age.
At a very early age. What was she, 9, 8? I mean, this is all she knows. And do you know when her mother put her up, when her mother, when she was adopted?
I'm gonna see.
By her grandfather? Because I definitely see a moving on. There was a way of a moving on. But you know what, sometimes what I really think sometimes that you're just marked for greatness.
She was 6 years old.
See?
Mm-hmm.
When
she was adopted by her
grandfather.
Yeah.
Which was Simone Biles' father. And so, you know, when
grandparents,
right. So when you think about these things and you look at it, life goes on. That little girl was 6 years old. That's all she knows.
Yeah.
That's all, how you come in your life. And if you wasn't there in a sober mind, you wasn't working, you wasn't trying to get your child together. When the last time you bought her a beautiful gift or a toy when she was little? You was out there in the world doing your thing, and I really feel strong about this. The mother should back off. Even fathers, when their children become famous, they want to come out the woodworks, but didn't pay child support, didn't do anything, but they want the glory because they like, oh my, too late. It wasn't meant to be. The way that it is, that's the way it is. And be grateful that you gave this child up or you took your paws off and now they are successful and now everybody want to take a bite of it. Not cool as far as I'm concerned. So is there strong dislike between the two, between the mother and Simone and the family Simone is raised in?
Okay.
Well, I see the horse, and I see that she's just barging in. The mother just barging in. It's like, my daughter, I have authority, and this is my daughter, and I want recognition. But all at the same time, I see the death card here. And the death card saying, that's over. All that you're trying to recapture is dead. It's over. It's over. Move on. Move on and let her live her life. Don't put no pressure on Simone. Let her live her life. Just move on. You know, is it money she seeks? Well, of course. Of course. Of course, she wants the fame. She wants to be a part of it. She wants to be the part of the fame. And I think that the mother is cut out. It's not you to cut her out deliberately. You just haven't been there. And now you want to come in and you want to get a part of the spoils. I just feel as though that's not good. It's just not good. And I think the mother wants to come in. I think the mother wants to come in. And I think the mother wants to not really come in and be a mother, but just be a part of it all. You know, she's her mother. It's nothing you could do about that. But I think the mother wants to come in and want to redo. And is the mother changed? Is the mother still on drugs?
Okay, let's see if we can find that out.
I do think that Simone should talk with her mother when she's ready. When she's ready. Make your peace with that before you close your eyes. But when Simone is ready, that's what I think. And the grandparents love her so much, And I think they adopted her sisters too, right?
Yes, okay. It does say Shannon Biles claims to be clean and sober now, but acknowledges she remains a recovering drug addict.
So they saying she's sober.
Yeah, she's sober for the moment.
So she go back and forth.
Because she's a recovering.
So this is something she still battles with here and there. Got it. And so why would you come in? You know, that's your father. Nothing could separate you from your dad, I don't think. But I don't know. What do you think, baby Crone?
What I think is, what do I think, or do
Yeah,
what
do you think about the mother wanting to be a part of it now?
Oh, I definitely agree with you, especially because she's still struggling. But before I even knew that,
Yeah, because you could see she's still struggling.
Mm-hmm.
She probably is sober, have bouts, and go back. Probably not as bad as she was. She's holding down a job. She have a house. So let me ask you, do you think that Simone should put her mother up on her feet, buy a house? Do you think that Simone should do these things? Do you think Simone father should do these things?
Do what?
Put the mother in a house, get her up out of the hood, put her in a $350,000 home, or
that's hard to say because I want to say yes, just to help out a family member, but no, because sometimes you just have to let people help themselves, because if you put them in a house, that's not going to do anything for them. Now they just have a house to get high in.
But we don't know.
Allegedly.
So I feel as though if you love your child, just stay in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even wanted anybody to know that I'm living like this and that's my daughter. I would be embarrassed. I would make my peace with you. And I would tell you I want nothing.
Yes, behind closed doors.
I want nothing. Behind closed doors. I would be like this, behind the scene. But that's why I would never be on drugs, and I would never, ever abandon my child. Ever. Without a just reason. And if I felt as though my child was thriving and doing great, I think that I would just want to be in the background. And I would make my peace. But it's hard to make peace with a drug addict. Because they say one thing and they do another. And when you were a drug addict, as apparently as bad as she was, it's a life of struggle.
Yeah.
It's a life of toil. It's a life of destitute, being out in the street because you love those drugs more than you love your own life. You love that high, that escapism. You love it more than you love your life. And right now, and this conclusion, this is just a quick read. And then conclusion, this was just really been on my mind about this. I just think that let your daughter be happy.
Okay.
Don't humiliate her. Stay in the background. This is my opinion. And I see a card that says she's happy. She's won. She's winning. Why come now?
Mm-hmm.
Why? You probably always been coming in the background, but why let the world know and humiliate your daughter? That has to be humiliating.
Yeah.
And then you want me to fix it. Just like people were saying, oh, she went and bought herself a Birkin. This woman worked hard.
Yes, you do.
But all at the same time, she said, I didn't buy it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A Birkin, a Louis Vuitton. Birkins, they can start anywhere from 16 or more. 15, 16,
that's that Hollywood
flex. And up, huh?
I said that's that Hollywood flex, a Birkin.
A Birkin, yeah. I don't know. It's like I have a Birkin and I don't even know what to do with it. It just stay up in the closet. Matter of fact, I have 3 of them. Not. I got the one. Well, you know,
mm-hmm.
I have one, and then I have another one and another one. They all by Hermes. I like handbags, so I like really, really nice handbags. But now I'm to the point like, why am I spending all this money on handbags? It doesn't make sense, but I just love them. to be a part of a nice handbag collection. But now I'm not even caring about that. Give me my MCM bag. That's the bag I like. I think it's big, it's durable, they hold a lot, and Louis Vuittons are heavy to me. So, but MCM bags, I love them. I think they good bags. I like them. They're totes, I like them. So anyway, you have another question?
Yes, my last question is, how will Simone and Shannon be able to resolve their issues?
That's a good question. Right now, I see contemplation, because right now she's on a high. Simone is on a high right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's married to a football player. She's on a high right now in her life.
Yeah, that's true.
She's guarded with her mom. Her mom they must have been through some rough times. Anytime that the grandfather adopted, that meant his daughter was in a bad way. What was your question?
Will Simone and Shannon be able to resolve their issues?
Right now, I just don't see now. Not now. Under different conditions. Maybe when she's fade from the light. She's always famous.
Right.
But when she maybe fade from the limelight, because I don't know if she's going to be doing the Olympics anymore, because I do think she's aging out. Yes. And I do think that, I don't know if it's an age requirement, but I am saying, when you down there with all those young girls, it seems like an advantage and a disadvantage to me. What do you think?
Yep. I think she is the oldest, or one of the oldest.
She is the oldest.
Yeah, so that speaks a lot. So,
right.
But hey, I guess maybe this was her last season.
This is her last
to redo
chance.
Last time when she had to step down due to her mental health.
And she can open up a gym, like a place to train others. She's phenomenal. This is a phenomenal woman. And I can understand why her mother wants to be in her life. I just think it's too much, too little, and too late. I think you need to stay in the background. If you have any love, this is humiliating, you coming out. And people in the media will search you out too, because they always looking for a good story. So at the end of it, I do see a king. And I do think right now, Simone is not ready. She's not ready. She's still mentally wounded by the life. You see, the king is looking at her, but Simone isn't ready. The same way when it started out here. It's going to need strength and more healing. She's not ready. Let the lights die out. Give it a couple of years. Stay in the background. What's her mother name?
Shannon.
Stay in the background. Get out of the news and show that, it's so easy to give her, like, I don't know, $20,000, $15,000, $10,000. She only got $10,000. That could change her life. And give her that, and she could get a car, or I don't know if the woman have a car. I don't know what the woman had, but you do that, and let's see, because this is her mother is a recovering addict, and for that she will ever be, and she always going to have to struggle. So my reading is, in the final analysis of this, I just see not ready. One day they will work it out. One day, not now, when the mother is fully sober. One day, not right now. The sun will come out. One day, because right now they still separated. They need that separation. They on two different wavelengths. Right now, let her enjoy the moment. Right now, it may take a couple of years. Just fade to the black, call her, whatever. Stay in the background and take your seat and just be inconspicuous. This is what I say. But the cards are saying, not right now. I don't think Simone, she's been wounded. And I don't think she's ready to take on that right now. But maybe in the future. And when her mother, I don't know if her mother dibble and dabble and go back and forth. From what it reads like, it didn't say that she was a recovering drug addict. It didn't say that. It said that she's still...
Yes, she acknowledges.
She's acknowledging that. So right now with Simone and her mother, I just feel it's not right now. It's not time. Let Simone glory in this for a few years. Maybe when she's in her 40s or something like that. If she's blessed to live that long, you know, maybe when she's in her 40s, give it time where it dies out and she's always famous, ever famous. Maybe they'll write another story about her. But right now, she's not ready. She's not over it and not ready. And I think that the mother should respect that. Stay out of the light. That's what I think. And right now, I could say it will work out one day, just not right now. One day, the son will come out with them. Not right now. So, you have any questions?
No,
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, I do. I sure did.
Well, that is the end of my reading on Simone
Biles
and her mother,
Shannon.
It's just a travesty. And then my conclusion, what I don't like, I can't stand it when men and women, you're not a good mother for whatever reason, you're not a good daddy for whatever reason, and then when your child gets famous, you want to show up and claim the prize. And you want to know why the child is like, no. Children are not stupid. They grow up and they don't understand. And I feel as though we need to give them a chance to heal. And I think it's rude for any parent to do this. You see them
publicly,
you know, you don't even see them. They don't give you no money, but on the day of graduation, they want to show up. You know, they graduating from college. They marry somebody famous. You want to show up, but you ain't been there in 20 years. I have an issue with that. I could see it if you've been around, but you haven't. Not like that. Your habit, her habit was more important than raising your children.
Yes.
Please. I'm not saying Simone don't help her or financially. I'm saying you're not obligated. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
You're not obligated. She don't owe her mother nothing at all. And I don't like it that when I hear the world put that obligation on that young woman. She was a little girl first. And nobody should be pressured to take care of their mother or father who wasn't around, who had an addiction problem. And it is a sickness. But the children suffered, they saved, they grew, they better, and now you want to come in 100 years later and want to claim the prize. I'm against that. I don't need no cause to tell me that. I'm against that. Mm-hmm. I think you can come around, stay in the background. Stay out. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree, but leave your opinions down below. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe. Thumb us up. A thumbs up. And I hope you like my new look. This is the look now. I think I like it. I've been searching all over to get the right hair. Y'all know I done had orange, blue, black, green, purple. No, I just been going through shades of red and shades of orange and buying these wigs over the internet and getting them. Man, you all know. But I finally got one that I think this is it. What do you think?
Yes, I like it.
You like it? Well,
yes.
I'm hoping. So anyway, this is my new look for now, as my hair still grow out, you know. So with that being said, I feel as though Simone have a right to sit off on the sidelines, take a breath, and say, I don't want to get tangled. Not now. But as we grow and we mature, how old is she? She's in her 20s, right?
Yes, she
is. As we grow and as we mature, she might be in her 40s. Give it time. Time heals all wounds. But it's hard, man. That would be hard for me. But anyway, I want to know how old she is, and we're going to conclude this reading. Again, I really hope that you enjoyed it. And please.
She is 27.
27. Thumb us up. If you haven't, please subscribe. It helps our algorithm. And we need you. And with that being said, and if you have anything to say about this reading, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. And with that being said,
sunflowers!